Ever wished that you could edit videos in less time? Today, I'm going to share with you the technique that I use that has increased my productivity by a lot, and also leave you wondering why you didn't discover it sooner. Before you sit down to edit, you actually need to film your videos. You can't edit videos without them being filmed. In order to make your editing process faster, then what you need to do is plan. Now, you might even think, but I want to wing it. And that's okay. I like to wing it too. In fact, I am winging this. However, I have bullet points of topics that I want to hit. And because of that, it's going to make the editing of this go a lot faster. If you mess up, make an audio and visual spike, like the clap, so that you can see it in your waveform that there was a mistake, so that you know that somewhere around there was something that you need to cut out. Now, this isn't necessary for every single mistake, but if you know that there's a segment that you really don't like, make the clap. It's going to help you in editing, but that's not the technique. I like to call this technique the 10-2-3 method. Edit for 10 minutes. And then I get up and I walk for 2 minutes. And yes, I legit set a timer. I've got a timer on my Stream Deck. You don't need to use a Stream Deck for this. You can use your phone. You can use your smartwatch if you have a timer on that. You can even buy a digital, like a cheap digital timer. But if you have whatever it is right there at your desk, you can just press it. And like, for example, I've got my timer set for 10 minutes for recording this, and I've got 4 minutes and 15 seconds left until my timer goes off, meaning that I'm going to want to press pause on my video recording so that I can get up and walk for 2 minutes. It helps me be able to get up out of the chair, and I repeat it 3 times because I want to edit for about 30 minutes. I'm going to get a lot more accomplished by just strictly focusing on what I'm there to do. I thought that it would be better to show you what I do rather than to tell you what I do. I have the footage that I just filmed, actually of this video, and I filmed 20 minutes worth of footage. So if I look at that and go, okay, I want to at maximum spend 30 minutes cutting this down. But one of the things I mentioned was clapping. Or I may not have mentioned it, but it's important to clap when you're filming. I do this for 2 reasons. One, if I've made a lot of mistakes and I want to clap to restart, it's going to give me some audio spikes, right? So you've got 3 back to back. The other reason why I like to do it is to make sure that my clap and my sound are the same. It's close enough that I'm not going to worry about it. So now I know that anything before that clap, I'm going to not use, right? And I see that there is a huge pause here. Before I do all of that, I'm going to go, okay, I want to do this in 30 minutes or under. So I've got 20 minutes. So I do math in my head, or 20 divided by 3, 6 or 7 minutes each. So let's go to about the 7-minute mark. And right here at this place, actually, here's a good spot because I've got the clap there. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. And then I'm going to go to about the 14-minute mark. And I see that I've got a huge space right here. 10-minute timer has started. I know that whatever I did before that won't work. And I'm pretty sure since I've got a clap here, it's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and click S on my keyboard and then X on my keyboard. I'm pretty sure that I start over again right here because I see the 3 claps, but we're going to listen. I'm sharing a technique. Ever wished? Yep, I did. I started over right there so I can X that out. But look, I've got claps again. I know that I restarted there. So I clicked S at the beginning of the clip I want to cut out, and I clicked S at the end of the clip that I want to cut out, and I'm going to X and get rid of it. So now I see this huge blank spot, so I'm going to go ahead and click S there, go to the beginning, I'm going to click S there, and then I'm going to click X. The thing is I don't go back more than one scene or two. I will go over it all at the end. The first thing that I do want to share with you is, and I watch this pretty much in full time. I don't like that and, so we're going to get rid of that. Oh, but up here I see a lot of claps. So I'm thinking something happened. I'm using the wheel on my mouse to make this a little bit bigger so that I can see that clip that I need to cut out. And sometimes I go ahead and press it at like double the speed so that I can go through it. You'll see that now that endpoint is like at the 3-minute 40-second mark instead of the 7. So I have cut out a lot. What I do is make sure I save it. I press my 2-minute timer and I'm going to press pause here. All right. And so by clapping, I know that I'm about to start a new segment. And so it just really helps me in editing. You might be wondering how I came up with this method. This is a method that I've actually been using since I taught preschool. I had some kiddos that just struggle with transitions. We would do center time, where children would choose from center to center. I found it really helpful for the children that really struggled with transitions was to set a timer for them. They knew to listen out for the timer. The timer would go for 10 minutes, and then I would set the timer for 2 minutes so that they would know they had 2 minutes to clean up what they were doing before they transitioned to the next thing. And so the 10-2 method really was born out of that. And then one day it just hit me. I could actually use this for video editing. And that's how I came up with the method. Back to the video. So I'm going to press 10 minutes and I'm going to go and do that same split and X through this segment. I'm pretty confident that I can do it, or at least almost do it. So I actually finished that in 9 minutes, that little 7-minute clip. All right, so I've made it to almost the end of the video. I know that this clip right here is going to go at the end of the video, and I know that this clip that's further down is going to go somewhere else. What I actually do is I will take both clips, because I just have 2 clips here, and I'm going to slide it down about 5 seconds, because I want 5 seconds of silence and no video. And then I will go ahead and edit this, and I will do the same thing with this clip right here. That way I've got that space in between. This is going to make the second edit easier, because what I'm going to do is export this once I've finished. I've got 5 minutes left, so I'll be right back when I've finished cutting out like the blank segments or mess ups. I finished editing the video in under 30 minutes. I've now got it under 12. I know that there's more cuts that I need to do because I recognize some repetition in it. With this one, I've got a little story time that I'm going to put in the middle of the video. So I left a space here so that I know that that's there. This actually will go at the end of the video. And then I've got space here. I've got it, and I'm going to export it. If I'd sat down with this 20-minute video and I didn't do it that way, it would have taken me over an hour to cut this. I judge how my body feels. Right now, my body is hurting. So what I'm going to do is set a timer for 30 minutes, and I'm going to rest, complete rest. And then I will come back and do the same thing again with the 10-2 method on the second round of edits. How is this customizable? Well, you could choose anything you want. You don't want to work for 10 minutes. You want to work for 20? Set your timer for 20 minutes. Choose 3 minutes. Choose 5 minutes. Choose whatever you want. So now I've walked around. I've gotten some oxygen in my body. You are going to spend as long as you allow yourself on the project. And so what my rule of thumb for me is 1 hour of edits per 1 finished minute. Now, typically, I don't even come close to this. So let's say that I put out a 4-minute video. then the most I wanted to spend on that video was 4 hours. Watch this video that's on your screen to see whether you can use B-roll from Canva in your YouTube videos.